Hello and welcome to MadAlec Marketing Assistance Videos. This assistance video is for our 201 series, Understanding Your Time. This is 201B. Now, if you've seen 201A, one of the things that we talked about is the homework that you needed to do. We gave you some templates to go back and take a look at, and you were going to pull out what you were doing personally that took up time during your planned year. So that way you could use a calendar to come up with dates that you were actually booked for different family type activities, anniversaries, birthdays, vacations, so on and so forth. So you should have all that information gathered as far as what's going on with your personal life. Next, we're going to be talking about our template. Now go to MadAlec.com and go to 201B. There you will find copies of this template. We have one there and we have an example of the template all filled out. Now, one of the main reasons why we have this template, and this is what we're going to be your homework for this section, 201B, is to go and get your work history. Now, I realize this takes up a little bit of time, but once you're done with it, you understand the importance and it will help you to plan your next calendar year. So that's the reason why we set all this stuff up, is so that way we can find out exactly when do we need to do advertising campaigns, when should we not do an advertising campaign, when do we want to grow our business. We're usually slow at this month, we have no personal details, so we actually have the availability to take on more business load than we would a month prior. And that's why we want to do this, because we want to walk in and look at where we can service our business. Now, in the example that I have with the flyer, one of the things that I've used is just jobs done. Now, you can list this as far as gross profits, your net profit, whatever resonates to you, so you understand what you need to do on a monthly basis. You already know you need to do so many jobs of X in order to do X revenue, in order to pay the bills and also pay yourself. And so therefore, we need you to go through and do that. And this way we're putting it on paper so you actually have a map of where you've been. Once you're running through the year, the other thing you'll find out is you'll remember, oh man, that's when this happened and that's when that happened. And it'll start to trigger information on you so you can really plan out your next year. The great thing about history and learning and making errors is because you learn from them and you learn, hopefully, not to do those again. So that's why we want to do a template to where it provides, okay, this is when I really should be doing an advertising campaign. This is when I really have the availability to grow my business. This is a slow time. I should be trying to get more business in this area since I don't have any personal obligations or anything else that's burdening my time, so I can focus on growing my business. And that's what this template is designed to do. Because this template is then going to bleed into our next marketing series, which is 202, and that one is actually we're going to make a plan, an advertising plan it out, and move it forward. So, but before we can do that, we need to know when we're going to do an advertising plan. So that's why we need this. So your homework now to go on to our next video in the 201 series, 201C, will be to have everything completed, and we're going to talk about it afterwards. I'm going to use my example that I have right here to walk you through some interesting information, so that way you have an idea on where you need to go with your information. So download this video at MadAlec.com. It's on the 201 series. Once you download this from 201B, go ahead and get your information, fill it out for not only your personal information that you did in 201A, and that's why we have the downloads for that. Also put in what business you did last year as a map to find out when you're actually going to have time available for you and it's not being occupied by something else. Because the last thing you want to do is run an advertising campaign when your family thinks it's going on vacation. This is also why we provided the holiday map, because how many times have you scheduled to do business on a holiday and your customers have reminded you, yeah, that day's Christmas, we're going to be busy, we really don't want to do stuff on that day. So this will help you lay out your entire year so you can plan accordingly for when you need to do advertising and when you want to grow your business properly. So with that, we look forward to assisting you with providing the tools and steps and plans that will help each small business and blue-collar entrepreneur build market awareness with distinct advertising that's local, economical, and cultivates growth. We are MadAlec. Thank you, and see you for 201C next.